Greetings, Star Wars fans! Adapa11 here with another review from Star Wars The Legacy Collection Disturbance at Lars Homestead. Picked this one up last week along with a few other things, and I think it's time to open it up and see what it's all about. My last video, I did a review on a custom made Tusken Raider Sand People hut by Empire Toy Works, and today I'm going to do a review on this one. Just keep on expanding my Tatooine collection. So, let's open it up and see the details. Oops. But before I do so, I got a little hasty there. Let me take a look at the back here. So here, we have moisture farms, like the one owned by Owen and Beru Lars. Use moisture vaporizers to take precious water vapor from the dry Tatooine air to use or resell. The Womp Rat lurks on the edge of the farm as stormtroopers arrive, searching for R2-D2 and C-3PO. The troopers question Owen and Beru about the missing droids with typical Imperial harshness. When the troopers are finished, they are... what's this say? Oh, they set fire to the farm, leaving no one alive to reveal what happened. And as we see here, we'll have the moisture vaporizer, stormtrooper, Owen, Beru, Womp Rat, and of course the Homestead. And let's see, what year? 2008. And this was made in 2008. Now, let's open it up and see the details. Okay, there we go. Have them out of the package now. As I was taking them out, I had noticed there was significant discoloring of the plastic along with the cardboard. Suggests to me that this was near a window for some time, but I picked this up on eBay for, I think it was in the 60s, maybe. I thought it was less than $70. I just don't recall. And hey, I'm happy with it. It doesn't appear that the playset or figures are discolored, though. I will show you something on the Stormtrooper, just to give you an idea of what the package looked like and the reason why I believe that it was discolored. You can see that patch right here. So here's the original color of the cardboard, and here's the discolorment, and then the yellowing. Oh well. So, let's get on to the review here. Let's start with Aunt Beru. Alright, Aunt Beru. Just a swivel figure at the shoulders by Lat. And of course, because of her dress, and she's just swivel at the hips. No rotation, no ball joint, and the head spins, but I don't want to take the risk of breaking her head. Just a really simple figure, a decent paint job. I do have another one. I put her on eBay for 99 cents, didn't sell, so it's just sitting in my stash for a future trade or something like that. And let's get a little bit of a detail here on her. So, it's just nice to have some more Tatooine characters, and maybe they'll come up with an update with her in the future, but there's Aunt Beru. Now let's get to Uncle Owen. Now, I had success in selling the other one on eBay. I think I did start him at 99 cents, and I think he went for $2 and pennies, $2 and some odd cents. But same idea, or same thing with the swivel articulation, just at the shoulders and the knees. There's nothing, at the hips, there's nothing at the knees, ankles, elbows. The wrists do not rotate. Nope. As head does. And this one's color is a little bit different than the one I had picked up on eBay and the one I sold on eBay, eventually sold. But it does look like, he's got more yellowing on the back of his robe as opposed to the sleeves. Again, I don't know if that's from the discoloration from being next to a window or if that's just the figure. Because again, the one that I just got rid of, he had some discoloring of the face, but it's just a so-so figure. There's really nothing to write home about, and there's just something off about his face. He looks sick. Actually, the one I sold looked a far more ill, but I guess this one looks a little healthier, but it's just a so-so figure. Oh well. Now here we finally have an articulated figure in the Sand Trooper, excuse me. Now, he does have a yellow butt. As you can see, he's got some discoloration there on the buttocks. But he's got the articulation that I enjoy. So we have him at the ankles by lat, rotation up and down. Does not rotate at the knee, but he does move back and forth like this. Abdominal crunch, ball joint, elbows by lat, and of course he's got the ball jointed head. And you can see his blaster pistol right here. Holster on the side. He's got his backpack. It comes off. You can also see he's got a little yellowing there. But hey, it's a army builder for Tatooine, and I think this might be my 6th or 7th one. So I like it. All right, on to the next. All right, let's take a look at the Womp Rat. Now this is my first Womp Rat, and there we go. I didn't even know it was really available up until I saw this Disturbance at Lars. But there's no articulation. He's just a pretty decent mold. I actually really like the eyes. Oops, my hand's in the way, sorry. Come on, there we go. And you can see the paint, the red eyes. It's pretty cool. And he's got some yellowing of the teeth for his canines and whatnot. Actually, it's pretty cool. And it looks like he's going to take a swipe at something. So, yeah, it's nice to have an animal, Star Wars animal. It's pretty cool. All right, so here he goes. Now let's get to the playset. Well, actually, let's get to the moisturizer. So, now this one's a little bit different than the one that I have. It's got some yellowing on it, and the plastic. Wow, this tripod is just doo-doo. So you can see the yellowing somewhat. It looks like these come off pretty easy. Now, this is my second moisture vaporizer. Let me back this up. This is my second moisture vaporizer. And the first one I purchased on eBay, I purchased it with that Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen and with Skywalker, and it came with this one to the right. So I think that this one on the right came with Skywalker individually, and I forgot was it Saga Collection? Or was it 30? I think it was the 30th anniversary. So I'm a little more impressed with this one. As you can see, the coloring, for me, it's just my personal preference. I like the coloring a little bit more. It even feels more solid. It feels something a little cheap about this one that came with Disturbance at Lars. And as you can see here, there's a bit of a difference in the paint. And this one looks like I'm not really, I guess the reason why I don't really like the yellowing, it just reminds me of a smoker's house. And you know, smoke, that nicotine gets on everything, and it just reminds me of that. So that's probably why I'm like, for this moisturizer on the left. No offense to smokers out there, but hey, my mom passed from lung cancer, so I got a thing against cigarettes. So, but anyways, so yeah, that whole nicotine thing, yellowing look, just all right. It's still nice to have another moisturizer. So now let's get to the playset. All right, now I am glad to have another playset to add. This has an appealing look to it, in my opinion. I think my only gripe is the base is shiny, and things don't really shine like that in the desert. At least dirt doesn't, unless you're in an area that's got a lot of glass mineral. But this comes off. So let's take this off and take a look at. Okay, so we can see here, it's got a table, and it goes down a little bit. And so it's kind of a cheap plastic. The paint is just so-so. I mean, it just looks like somebody took a paintbrush and just waff, and then got the little dots on here, the little white parts. Not really sure why they did that. I don't know. I just not my thing. But anyways, the table is right here. Goes down a little bit. Looks like there were look to have some stairs that would go down even further. And then, of course, we have the actual Homestead. Let me put this camera down right here. So, oh, let me show you the bottom just in case you're wondering. But you can see just this, it's just a plastic. So that table doesn't look like it would come out unless you broke that tab. All right. I'd be really careful with this thing. You know, you don't want to push down on it too hard and then your finger go through it. So I'd be pretty careful about that. Now let's put this on here. There we go. Okay. So let's take a look at the Homestead. Okay. You can see the control panel to the right here. It's got a nice little detail. It's pretty cool. No detail down here, just a little triangular spot. Not sure if they had planned on putting something there, but it's just a rectangular spot. A little discoloration on the front. It's a little more yellow than the top here. Then it looks like there's some kind of mechanism there. Maybe a Tantooine security camera or something. I don't know. But the paint's so-so on there. I mean, whatever happened in the factory, looks like they just kind of, you can see here where it just got a little bit on the dome portion of it. Now there's no doors on the side, as you can see here. Here it is from the back. It looks like a little pinkish right here. I guess so. It's got that little pink look, but it's not going to be too often where I have to worry about focusing on the back, because of course I'm going to focus on the front. And then here's another picture from the side. And again, there we go. Well, I guess there's not really too much more to say about this. We're already a little bit past the 10-minute mark. Now I've reviewed the moisturizer, compared it with the 30th anniversary moisturizer, the Homestead, and 3 figures in a Womp Rat. So, yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and set up a little diorama, take some pictures, and leave that at the end. I might not, I don't know. If my family gets home while I'm doing it, I don't know. But maybe I'm feeling a little lazy today. But I got this video done, and hope you guys got something out of it, especially if it helps you make a decision on whether or not you want to purchase this. Oh, let me show you. Here's a little bit of detail on the inside. You can see the grooves right here. So that's a nice little touch. Oops. So there's a nice little touch right there. Well, okay. Well, there we go. Yeah, this I think will go pretty well with some of my other stuff. Just I guess to show you. Might as well. It's all right here. This item right here is, you may or may not have seen in some of my diorama videos. This is just styrofoam. So I got me a nice little building here. Then of course I have a couple other buildings that I just got in. You can see them right here. So I got these bad boys from Empire Toy Works. I still have to cut a review on these, as they're just awesome. And I like the fact that it just so happens to be that this styrofoam Tantooine piece and its so-called columns that look like columns, they just really match well with what Empire has here on some of his Tantooine setups. But I will do a review on these 2 buildings within the next few days. I just wanted to get this one out of the way. So I guess that's it. I really appreciate your time, and I would really appreciate it if maybe a like in there or something like that, or a comment. And well, the main thing is I just hope you guys got something out of it. Well, I guess that's about it again. So may the force be with you, and I wish everybody a good day. Take care. Bye.